Hi, hello, and welcome. I'm definitely not Vlad, and you're watching the All Healers All 10s Mega Series. This is where we take every healer from character creation to all 10s done in the War Within Season 3. You may notice that there are two well-hammers here. The reason for that is because this little button here, Convert Time Runner to Standard, did not work when I was supposed to start gearing well-hammered. I had leveled this character in Legion Remix in order to just get some extra bronze, while also making a character for the series. Unfortunately, this doesn't work, so we made another one while we tried to get a ticket answered. We still haven't had our ticket answered, I believe, but we'll check on that in just a moment. Let's take a quick look if Convert Time Runner to Standard actually does something now. So I click this, it works just fine, and then when I click yes here after 5 seconds, nothing happens. Unfortunate, it still doesn't work, so we're gonna have to probably level this character. Oh, okay. We have a little bit of a different look going for... I forgot that he looked like this. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna have to finish leveling this character before I can get started with this series. Luckily, with this reset, we just got Warlords of Draenor Time Walking, so Time Walking will be a little bit quicker to level in. Shadashnish. You have received a ticket response. Click here to read it. Okay, interesting. I didn't manage to level the character before the ticket response came in, so let's take a look here. Wow, an actual human being responded. Holy shit. Thrinane. 399. Thrinane. I'm going to say Thrinane. Hi there. Thanks for reaching out, and thanks for your patience while we reviewed your request. I understand you're unable to transfer your remix character to retail WoW. I can confirm this is a known issue on our end. Our developers are working to fix the issue, so you should be able to transfer in the next few days. We do not have a specific date for when the fix will be applied, but please understand it is a priority for our team. Please keep an eye out on the conversion button, and thanks for your patience in the meantime. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks, Thrinane. I can only mark this as resolved as it is a developer side issue. They can't do anything as a GM to override the current block or whatever is going on. So yeah, cool. Thanks, Thrinane. I appreciate that. I guess I just have to level this character if I want to do this in the meantime. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up a stream and do a bunch of gearing or leveling and then gearing of this character, and then I'll continue recording this video afterwards. Oh, by the way, yeah, we're doing this without add-ons for this healer. I completely forgot to point that out. So we had a sub goal where I would play one of the healers of All Healers All 10s without add-ons. We reached the sub goal right as I started leveling this character before I even turned in the first quest or anything like that on Remix. So this character ended up being the one. Luckily it's Holy Paladin, so I'm not going to suffer too much, but this is these are not my WeakAuras. This is the cooldown manager that Blizzard has. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, time for a leveling and gearing stream.
One day later.
Well, here we are the next day. Well Hammered 2.0 or Well Hammered the second is level 80. We managed to reach level 80 last night. I didn't really do any gearing, so I might do some just now. But before we do that, let's take a quick look if we can turn Well Hammered the first into a retail character. We're going to have to switch realms before we can do that. All right, let's give this a try. So we got to wait for 5 seconds after pressing it. You got to be on the right realm, right? Otherwise you can't even press it. And then we can click yes and nothing will happen because Blizzard hasn't fixed it yet. So I managed to level a whole new character over the span of 2 days before I could get this character to be a retail character. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but yeah, I guess we just get to gearing Well Hammered now, the second. Oh, I have unopened items in my collection. Oh, these are the 12-month sub things. Hold on. Oh, a rhino. No, that's a bull. That's not a rhino. A rhino has one fucking horn, idiot. Never mind. Oh, we get a grandiose Gerlock. Okay. Oh, come on. They even made it blue. I mean, hold on. Let's get on this thing. Look at this thing. Thing's gigantic. What the hell? I mean, it's perfect for what I want to do, but it can't fly, so it's not really it doesn't really work out all that well, does it? In the what was the other one? I mean, the colors on this one are really pretty, and it's a flying mount too, so we can fly around on this cosmic rhino bowl thing. Oh, it gets little wings. The wings just look so small. I don't know, those wings, there's no chance those wings are carrying anything, but I guess they're magical wings. Anyway, let's get back to our actual mount. So what are we going to do to gear up? Well, there's quite a few things we can actually do to gear up. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and turn in all of these reputation quests that we can over at the Renown Quartermasters. So these will give us a bunch of weathered crests, and those weathered crests we will use to craft 675 gear. Now you need to be, well, I almost said exalted. You need to have rep levels with these different factions in order to be able to get these. And you just saw that I got a restored coffer key. Those restored coffer keys will also help us because we're going to do some delves as well, just to get a bit of extra gear. So here you can see we get keys from doing these. Hold on, let me just open up these because those need to be opened up because I'm going to get more of the same of those. And then I won't be able to get those because they're unique for some reason. Bunch of brave rocks, valor stones. Now, while I'm in this building, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start the quest line for whatchamacallit, for Koresh. Because we, of course, want to get the cloak. The cloak is free gear, free item level. We can have a 730 cloak instead of a 528 cloak, which is, I would think, a significant upgrade. Turn in this quest, and then when we talk to N, we can go ahead and just skip the entire quest line. I think what we get is a skip through the void, yes, and that takes us over to the spot where we pick up our cloak. So we're going to go pick up a cloak there. We're going to upgrade it and everything, but before we even get there, we're also going to pick up the rep rewards from this quartermaster. I think at this point I might be able to get a champion piece from here. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if I have enough rep for it. Hold on. Oh yeah, I can get the champion bracers. It's not a massive upgrade, and I need to transfer some of these resonance crystals, but let's do that. I don't mind. I think I tried to keep all my resonance crystals on one character so I don't have to do this random transferring every now and again. Okay, well, let's just transfer everything to Wellhammer the second here, and then we'll have it all in one place. There we go. I have quite a bit of that. So we're going to buy this champion piece just because, you know, it's champion gear. I'm not too excited about it. The stats are okay or whatever, but it's just something to get started with. And now, as we discussed, we're going to proceed over to the skip through the void where we can get our cloak. I decided to make this a little smaller. They were a bit too big for my liking. The icons from the cooldown manager while I was flying over, I just dropped it from 80% to 70% just to make it look better, I think. Anyway, I need new Reshi wraps, and then I may as well just talk to him to do all the upgrades. Boom, 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 and boom. Then we remove this buff because it messes with our transmog. And we're going to go ahead and pick up the Mana Forge Omega thing. I am a healer, so I think it doesn't matter much if I do it now or I do it later. I'm going to go ahead and just do the story mode thing because that way I can get this enchanted ethereal crest. Look at that. It's runed, so it's very, very nice. Oh, well, let's equip the cloak. I think it would be a good idea to equip the cloak. Okay. We go over to Phase General Amir, and we're going to go in story mode. Let's go. So I am 561 item level, so if I was a DPS or a tank maybe even, I would kind of reconsider coming back here when I have my 675 crafted gear just to speed things up a little bit. But honestly, I got all the time in the world, so I don't really care. Oh, now I have my cloak out. I don't like that. Hold on. Let me just fix this real quick. There we go. Much better. All right. But since I'm a healer, I don't think it would make a huge difference whether I do it now or later. So I may as well just go in and do it right now and let the NPCs handle the boss for me and everything. Oh, and also I need to move these over to like here. Can I make them? Oh, I don't know if I can make them much bigger than they are right now without really severely messing up how it looks, but whatever. I think this is fine. Let's gain access to the core or whatever, and then we're going to holy shock the bejesus out of the boss. Now you might be thinking, why not get a two-hander and just, you know, get down to business with the what's his face? It's because I usually only play the spec that I'm supposed to play for a challenge character. That way nobody can be like, well, you didn't really play holy or whatever. And you know, it's nitpicky, but I don't know. I just feel like it's better to do it that way, because then I could also go into delves as a prod paladin, and that would trivialize delves. Delves would not be an issue at all. So I don't know. I don't want to do it. Anyway, let's get over to the Menzies and throw hammers at him until he is well hammered.
One eternity later.
And there goes Demenzius. Very nice. Did take a little bit longer than I'd like it to, but it's whatever. Austin Hawksworth was supposedly healing here. Good job, Austin. We're going to get a little quest item from this. We can get 10 Valor Stones out of that. Massive. Very, very important. And we're going to peace out. The reason I'm going to peace out like this is because Demenzius is dead, and even though I need to use the portal to finish the quest, I technically don't need to use the portal to finish the quest, because I can just go over here and I can do the quest option, close that, and bada bing, bada boom, we have ourselves an enchanted runed ethereal crest. It's going to come in handy later on. While we're still here, let's go ahead over to the Oasis, and then we're going to turn in that little quest that we just got from Demenzius. I'll take this runed ethereal crest and put it down here so I don't confuse it with the Harbinger crest, because that's from season 1. And the reason we're getting those and we have those in our inventory is from those rep guys. Speaking of which, that's the next thing we're going to do. Let's go ahead and finish up this little quest, get those 10 Valor Stones, and then I'm going to Hearthstone back to Dornogal and continue my rep turn-ins. Next up, Undermine. There are quite a few to turn in, which is always good. More crest is more better. And another key to boost. Next up, Ashkahet. We're going to go over here through this portal. Plenty of questies over here. I have to admit, I did get used to my auto turn-in add-on pretty quickly. I have one from Leatrix Plus, but now that I'm running this without add-ons, oh boy. It's not the most fun. With Ashkahet taken care of, we have 2 reps to turn in Hallowfall, so let's fly over there. One of them is the actual rep here from Hallowfall, so the Arathi, I guess. And the other one is actually these guys. I forget, the Nightfall faction. I forget what they're called, actually. Night's Radiance or something? I genuinely don't know. Actually, let me see. Hold on. Flames Radiance, right? There you go. Cool. I think this is the point where we actually switch to the to a good transmog. Hold on now. Why don't I see the Arathi one as an option here? Oh, there it is. I just missed it. Get rid of the cloak. We don't want cloaks. And apply. I guess we're going to get rid of the helmet as well. Actually, we're going to switch over to a TBC helmet from Black Temple as soon as I'm able to find it. Ah, there it is. Perfect. We're going to make a new outfit called Arathi White. Okay. And then we're going to beat the shit out of this Feral Sharpclaw because it was bothering me. It was just beating the shit out of me while I was sitting here trying to transmog. Okay, well, the thing is, we kind of do need a better selection of weapons if we're going to run this transmog. And the issue I'm running into here is that we don't have any of the Arathi weapons. Am I stupid? I haven't collected this appearance. Are you kidding me? Well, I'm gonna have to probably sit here and complete this weekly so I can get one of those tokens so I can actually get myself a nice weapon that matches this transmog, because I'm not walking around with some random ass hammer or whatever that doesn't match it at all. That would be bad. Luckily, I know we have the shield, so we can apply the shield right now and save that. But for the weapon, we do need something. I think I just accidentally applied this transmog when I didn't want to. Whoopsie daisy. I guess this hammer doesn't really look that bad. I'll apply that. I'm wasting gold here. Yeah, I don't really have anything that would really like work with this super well, and I kind of like those weapons look cool as shit. So I grabbed the weekly. Actually, let's grab the weekly. The Flame Burns Eternal. Opening this Radiant Service Satchel that we get from that will let us buy a piece of gear here. So we're going to do this weekly. This is not important for gearing, but it is important for transmog, and transmog is important. So yeah, that's the true end game after all. That, I believe, completes the weekly quest, just murdering that big guy. We're going to go turn in that quest and get ourselves a transmog for our weapon. Actually, I think we can just straight up use the weapon we buy here because our weapon is not great. Yeah, it's 655. I think these are also 655. Yes, they are. Ah, but if I use this weapon, I have to use the this gavel thing instead of using the way cooler cudgel thing. I'm going to go for the cudgel, even though it's a strength thing, because I just want the transmog. Hold on, I haven't opened the bag, so I don't get no cudgel. There we go. This is the right one. Yes, it is. We buy that. Bada bing, bada boom. We're going to equip it so we can vendor it afterwards. That is good. And we also got some boots to boot. Anyway, now we have the full white Arathi look. There we go. We're gonna save that, and now we can proceed with the gearing process. Just really quick, I'm gonna open up these boxes. I might get us another piece of gear. Oh, big upgrade on the pantaloons. Look at that. We still have the heirloom ones that stopped leveling at level 69. Nice. But yeah, let's get rid of those. So that's kind of, are you shitting me? Oh, okay, it's different looking. Okay, I thought, did I just get the transmog that I was going for? But no, it's not. Anyway, a couple of upgrades from all this, which is nice. We're going to go ahead and use our Hearthstone and get back to Dornogal. And then what we're going to do is craft a bunch of 675 gear by buying these weathered ethereal crests.
One eternity later.
And there are all of our orders. Look at that. I also forgot that I kind of need a fiber. That's all right. We have one. I've made one. Let's equip everything. Oh, hold on. Actually, let me put this back. Hold on. So we're at 589 item level before we start equipping these things. So let's start equipping absolutely everything here, which includes this fiber going into this socket right here. That does not give us item level, but at least we'll get something, which is stats. And we're now at 661. With a horrible transmog situation, but another thing that's really annoying me is the fact that these hooves. What? Hooves? I read hoof of Yalnu. I was like, hooves. Yeah, hooves are the issue. But what I meant to say is we have this horrible weapon because we can't craft an intellect weapon that a paladin can use. You can only craft daggers, which obviously is not a choice or an option or whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and vendor all this crap we don't need anymore. And we're going to, what are we going to do? Actually, hold on. These boots that I had, they're veteran. I might be able to get some value out of them. We'll see what ends up happening, but I'm going to keep them down here so that we have them as an option. Because if you if you upgrade them to 4 out of 8, they are 3 item level above the crafted gear. And at 4 out of 8, at full 4 out of 8 veteran gear, you no longer need weathered crests at all for anything. So we might keep these just as an option to get weathered of the ethereal if we need it, which is an achievement that lets you then, once you have the achievement, you can convert weathered crests into carved crests, and carved crests are going to be useful for a little bit. So anyway, at this point, I think what I'm going to do is the weekly time walking quest. I think that's what I'm going to do next. Let's go over here, grab the time walking dungeons quest, and we're going to do that on the off chance that it grants us a better weapon. And also it's going to be a champion piece no matter what. So we're probably going to be able to replace something. With my luck, it's going to be wrists, which I already have a champion. So there's that, but oh well. So let's start spam queuing time walking dungeons as a healer. Not particularly exciting, but at least we'll get a champion piece once we do 5. I do wish every expansion that has time walking would also have a time walking raid, because that would be a lot more gear every time time walking comes around. At the moment, I think it's just TBC, Wrath, and Cataclysm that have time walking raids, which is disappointing. Alrighty, we're just about ready to be done with the 5 time walking dungeons. That took a good bit longer than I'd liked it to, but there were some leveling tanks, so they don't have movement speed abilities, so they just can't move any faster than they could. This run we have a decked out Paladin, and we are now done. That was, as you could see, very quick. We're going to peace out, let these guys continue on their merry way. I'm not going to decline the queue up thing, because if I decline it, they have to read queue again. If I just leave, they can just queue if I was the only one holding out. So there is that is something to consider. Don't click decline if you're going to leave, just leave. Anyway, let's see what we got ourselves from the time walking dungeons. Please give me a weapon. If I get a weapon, I'll be upset because I'm going to craft the weapon. Give me something. I don't know. Just give me something. Let's see. We got ourselves a God damn it. I had to say something. I shouldn't have, whatever, man. We got ourselves a weapon, which is a nice upgrade. I'm happy about that. It's going to make the next little bits of gearing easier, but I guess I will eventually craft myself a weapon, because I do believe crafting a weapon is the best use of your crests and your crafting. So when we use this enchanted runed ethereal crest, we are going to be crafting a weapon at 704. Actually, I think it's 711 item level now, or is it 707? Whatever item level it is when you use ethereal or ruined crests rather to get the augmentation matrix. Anyway, we have ourselves a weapon. The next step would be doing some weekly quests and delves. I haven't done a delve in a hot minute. I've been playing Legion Remix quite a bit, which I think honestly I just want to kind of go play Legion Remix at this point, but it's whatever. We're going to talk to Bran. He does have a quest, even though there's no exclamation marks above his head, because I don't know, he doesn't like those anymore. He doesn't want to show those. It's whatever though. Let's set him up. He's going to be a tank. We're going to make him use the Hatterang, and we're going to make him use, I don't know, man, Battered Aegis. That's going to help with the healing of him and me and whatever. Oh, this thing that gives us haste would actually be kind of nice. Let's get that instead of Battered Aegis, because healing can be my thing. All right, he's set up and ready to go for some delves. What we're going to do real quick is turn in this quest and go see if we can grab some more weekly quests from here. We do want the one for gathering disc fragments. Since this character hasn't done that quest before, I do have to go over here and talk to Brinth before I can start collecting the disc fragments. I can't forget that. And then we have the World Soul quest, which I can either do Theater Troop, Awakening the Machine, or World Bosses. Awakening the Machine sounds torturous to me, honestly. So we're going to look to do Theater Troop, which I can do in like 20 minutes or whatever. And I have to do 2 world quests in Khazalgar. Okay, whatever, man. Why do I have to do 2 more world quests on top of that? I don't understand. I like how we still hold the Heart of Azeroth to access this area. They couldn't even be bothered to remove that from the animation. You still use the Heart of Azeroth, which I find hilarious. Okay, now we've spoken to Brinth or whatever, and now we can collect Titan Disc Fragments. By the time we're done with the 4 delves we're going to do today, this character, we should have this collected, because every delve gives you 30 disc fragments. And I think world quests also give it, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to get 120 disc fragments just from doing delves. We also have, like I said, the disc belt. It is nerfed. It does give less stats now, I believe, but I still think it's better than a adventurer belt or having to craft one or whatever. So there is that. I'm curious, do I have any of those warband bank? I do have a shrieking quartz. We're going to grab a shrieking quartz and we're going to use this on the third delve that we do if we haven't already gotten Kaiveza to spawn in, because we will get potentially a champion piece from Kaiveza and also the Delver's Bounty, and then on the fourth delve we can just turn in the Delver's Bounty and get more stuff. Or maybe I'll use it on the second delve, I don't know. Basically I want to do this because I want to get the Delver's Bounty, which gives us a hero piece, and it gives us 10 gilded crests if done in a tier 8 or higher delve when it's bountiful, so that's quite nice. So next step is theater troop, I guess. Or can I do a delve in 20-ish minutes? I think I can. Earthcrawl Mines, Kidnapped Earth, and let's go do that. I've been hearing reports. I say reports. I've been hearing, like, I've noticed people point out that Bran has been kicking ass in delves lately since 11.12.5. What, 11.12? 11.2.5 came out. Bran has been absolutely demolishing delves, so I'm hoping that my tank Bran at level 100 with full purple utilities or curios or whatever can kick ass as well. Let's find out. Tier 11, and let's enter. So I do need to pick up the paste here. Paste? Not the paste. The pace. What would I need the paste for? There's no paste here. I need to copy and paste this hammer onto these enemies is what I need to do. So I think I need to use this at least once to be able to actually do this. And then if I just... Oh, what the... Oh, he changed target. He didn't die. I thought Bran already killed this thing. Whatever. So the way you make Bran really, really good as a healer is you just keep healing the bejesus out of Bran. Even if he's full HP, you kind of still want to keep healing him because he gets this one buff. See this thing? Electrocharged weapons that increases his damage done. And the way you get that to stack up like that is you heal him. Every time you heal him, that's you giving him a stack of the buff. So that way you can kind of cruise through these. It's really not that difficult. He should be relatively easy to keep alive. If you want him to pull more, I think you just have to hit the mobs. I'm going to try and avoid hitting the mobs as much as humanly possible, just so that we don't have to fight as many mobs. He will go off on his own and kill people and stuff. It's kind of annoying, but what can you do? There's not much you can do about it. I think we get ambushed here by a bunch of these guys, and let's have Bran take him out. Again, we focus on healing Bran because it makes him significantly more powerful. And we also need to focus on healing ourselves as well, so that's something to keep in mind. With this many enemies hitting him, apparently he does start actually taking damage, so that's something, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna hit this just because I think Bran does summon enemies if he keeps standing in that gunk. He's been feared. We're gonna cleanse him. All right. Why am I commentating through a friggin' delve? Anyway, just keep spamming heals into Bran, and the more you do it, the more damage he's gonna do, and it's gonna be great. Let's see if I can do this entire delve before the theater troop finishes. I might leave the delve if I'm not able to complete it in time, because honestly, I really want to go do that theater troop and not have to wait for it for another hour. If I use this, does Bran come with me? Oh no, he does not. Okay. Bubble! Oh goodness, I almost died. I don't want to die. Come on now. I'm better than that, right? Right? He said nervously. Okay, now he's jumping over to these little mobs that we weren't even in combat with. I guess that's the downside of having tank Bran. He just kind of has a mind of his own. I'm just going to keep these hots rolling on him because I think each tick of the hot is actually giving him stacks of the buff. So as long as I have my Eternal Flame ticking on him, he should be getting, yeah, you see, he's getting stacks of the buff without me directly healing him. Oh, I wanted to loot that, but I'm in combat, so I can't. Okay, well then shut the hell up. You're not supposed to be commentating about it. Just get to the end of the delve, bro. No. Don't nobody want to watch you delve. Okay, maybe we get a portal here. That would be ideal. No, we just get flickering spoils. Who cares, man? I really hope we don't pull these mobs down there. Just let me, please, just let me get to where I'm going to. Oh, okay, there's Nemesis mobs here. Ran? Okay, he's here. I was worried for a second because I was taking damage. I didn't like that. You know, f it. We're commentating a freaking delve. Whatever, man. He does start taking quite a bit of damage at some points. Like, he just gets his you know, butthole flossed by these mobs. I think the most dangerous things are the Nerubians that put the bleeds on him. Those have been kicking his ass quite a bit. I don't know why, but those are something he can't really deal with apparently. But look at that. He does some good damage. Why did I get a crackling shard? I have Alunira. I thought these would stop dropping after I got it. Okay, well, that's something. Anyway, he took pretty quick care of the Nemesis mobs. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, and of course there's another ambush. Why wouldn't there be another ambush? Let's see if we can include these mobs with all this, because that way we can just kind of min-max through it. Wait, did he already kill that captain? What the hell did he do to the captain, and why is he not doing that to every pack of mobs? God damn, Bran. My guy here is bloodthirsty. You don't mess around. As long as I keep those heals going, I think he's just going to, you know, beat the bejesus out of these mobs. Well, I'm not doing a negligible amount of damage myself either for a healer. I'm not a Void Weaver. I was watching LB Ninja yesterday. Holy shit, and he was playing some... He was doing like 700k DPS single target. It was pretty nice. I'm looking forward to try that. I'm also looking forward to Holy Priest. I don't know why, but Holy Priest, the way it's set up right now with the Prayer of Mending spam, for some reason, to me, that just looks so freaking fun. I like Prayer of Mending as an ability. I don't know. It's just cool. The idea that you just get a bunch of those out and then those bounce around and just nobody gets to die. Like nobody has any issues and is able to just stay alive easy peasy. It feels really, really fun. We're going to stun the Freight Caller because I think he's healing himself by sucking off that remnant, and my chair just cracked underneath me. I'm that thick. The chair cannot handle it. Yeah, there's some mobs here. I think I should pull more though, maybe. Like, could I get Bran to go all the way to down here? Let's see. We can spawn these guys in. I'm gonna hit these guys and we're gonna run away. Is he here? He's already here. God damn, look at that. Okay. Now I'm going to bubble and I'm going to heal the bejesus out of Bran and then heal the bejesus out of myself and then try to keep Bran alive through this. It looks like that's gonna be a bit of a struggle. I'm using... Oh no, we got wiped out. Okay. Too many mobs. Definitely too many mobs. Let's try that again. Oh, hello. All right, Bran, do your thing. Kick his ass. Shotgun him in the face. Why do I have aggro? Come on now. Where are those instant taunts? Is he holding a gun? No, he's just pointing his hands at the enemy. Bran, are you good? Bran, I think I broke Bran. Guys, send help. Send help. I broke Bran. All right, let's kick this Nerubian's ass, and then I think Bran will fix himself. Yes? No? Maybe so? Yeah, he's got a shield out and stuff. Let's double check that he's actually, yeah, he's set up. Okay. That was weird. All right, let's try this. Let's try this again. Bran, do your thing. Murder. Sick him, Bran. Get him, boy. Sounds like I'm sending a dog after them. Oddly disrespectful. Right, I put one Dawn Light on Bran, one Dawn Light on an enemy, and I'm hoping that that does... Wait, where? Did he already kill... What the hell? He just randomly decides to obliterate a group of mobs. Like, just completely destroy them. And I never understand, like, what is he doing? Is it Hatterang? No, it's his damage overall. What the heck? That's some silly damage. All right, are we done here? Oh, no, the web general needs to be defeated. Okay. Well, it looks like we're done with the delve just in time. Okay, nice. Not too bad. Like 10 minutes-ish for the delve. That's pretty good, considering I'm using a... tank Bran and not doing the damage myself. Hell yeah. Curse of Agony is going to go out, but I really don't care. I just kind of keep healing and that's it. I would love a way to keep track of those stacks of the buff on Bran, but it's kind of impossible to do, honestly. Unless I go into edit mode and make this a larger frame. Yes, I think that's good. Because then I can see his save and exit. Then I can see his buffs, but oh my god, that is ugly to deal with. Wait, the boss is almost dead? What the hell? I was just sitting here like, oh yeah, I gotta do this, gotta do that. But like, boss is almost dead. Look at that. Holy shit, what did you do to this guy? You just meleeed the... Oh, the Devil Saur did a lot of damage, apparently. It's interesting. Oh well, we're done with the delve. Bran, open up the door if you would. Thank you very much. And now we have to observe tradition as per usual. We go and collect all of the gold first. That is the first thing you need to do, is collect the gold. Then you got to look around the room. You got to make sure that there's no mislaid curiosities. You don't want to mislay those even more. So we go left, Bountiful Heavy Trunk. We're going to get a quest for the first delve this week. We go right, Bountiful Heavy Trunk. We get another quest, which is for the cracked keystone. Our first key will be an Eco de Maldani +2. Maybe, potentially. If I use my own, I might not. Then we go Flickering Spoils. Nemesis Strongbox, Gilded Stash for those 7 Gilded Ethereal Crests, very nice. And then Bountiful Coffer for some more good stuff, where we are going to get our first champion piece, which is going to be a shield. Okay, so we're just not going to have to craft a weapon and a shield, apparently. I will still craft them. This is a little disappointing, but I'll take what I can get, you know? Now, the real nice thing here is going to be buying myself a bunch of trinkets from this guy. So I can transfer some of these undercoins. Okay, that's all the undercoins I have. I barely have enough. I mean, I have almost 5k and I need 4k here, but what we're going to do is we're going to look to see if we can find a good trinket for us to use here. Versatility, this gives us mastery. These aren't very exciting, but I think I'm going to go for the Soulbreaker Sigil because it's the least maintenance, and Chaotic Nethergate I know for a fact to be good. What I really want is the little healing trinket that you can get from this sometimes, but that is actually really rare. There's only 1 day, or no, 2 days that it can be gotten from these, so not exactly a reliable trinket to get consistently from these places, from Zahran, I should say, because the way this guy works. Okay, so the way Zahran works is when you unlock the 3rd level of Delver's Journey, he shows up at the end of tier 9 delves and above. So 9, 10, and 11 delves will have Zahran show up, and you can buy trinkets from him. The trinkets that he offers you are on there's 5 different sets of trinkets he can offer. It's always the same trinkets, but there's a different number of them available for sale and a different set of trinkets. Jesus Christ, I don't know how to explain it, but basically the things on offer change every day, and it's all the delve trinkets that you can possibly get. Every day it changes. There's 5 different days, like 5 different permutations of the offers. So yeah, there's I think only 2 days or maybe even just 1 day where we can get the healing trinket, which is a little bit annoying. Sorry, I probably explained that poorly, but it's whatever. Editing Vlad is probably just really annoyed with me for for explaining it poorly, but whatever. Enough yap. Let's go over to the theater troupe and do a weekly quest. Well, we've accepted the quest. I'm going to get the 100 participation needed. I'm going to go do 2 world quests after the event is done. And then I guess I'm just going to keep doing delves, but I don't think I'm going to commentate any more delves because I don't think anyone really wants to see that. I don't think that's the case. But before I forget, what I'm going to do really quick is into my Holy Prism, I'm also going to do use 13. Why? Because that way it's going to use this Nethergate and it's going to do a bunch of damage and healing and all that good stuff. For some reason, the Nethergate just does stupid amounts of damage. Unless they've changed that, but I think it's fine. Oh wait, I need to speak to her before I can actually start doing the event. Hold on. Begin theater, very good. And I need to shoo the shale horns. Okay. The shale horn shooing has begun. I have no worries. I will shoo all of them. Okay, so I literally just stand here and click them. That's it. Okay. Not getting much audience approval for that. Maybe I'll get a bunch once I complete it. Because I will actually just... Oh, okay, now I need to spam this. Okay, we're telling people to break legs. Then we got to distribute tickets. I'm just trying to get to 100, and then when I get to 100... Why is it only 10 out of 100 that I've earned? That's weird, because I've gotten a lot more than that. Do I need to do like 100 things? Oh, okay. So it's not audience approval earned. It's just interacting with a bunch of people. This is weird, man. All right, that's 100 participation. I'm going to go ahead and just stand in the middle until this is finished. Because I cannot be bothered. Oh, we even got a purple. Goddamn. Okay, this thing goes on for way too fucking long. Jesus Christ. Somebody made like a sad face. There's this one mouth breather that doesn't know how to press the extraction button. There we go. Okay, that is done. Goodness gracious, that took a while. And we got our first Fractured Spark of Starlight. Wonderful. We're working towards replacing these 2 items we've worked so hard to get. That's wonderful. I just realized I'm still riding this fish around from this. From the Murloc transmog. Let me find... There we go. The Headless Horseman Hallowed Charger. That actually works really, really, really well with this this setup I have going on right now. I love it. I'm just going to do weekly quests at Delves now. Alrighty, second tier 11 Delve. We're going to collect all the gold. There's no Mislaid Curiosities here because we have gotten one of the gates. We're going to grab the left bountiful, right bountiful, the flickering spoils, of course. then the Nemesis Strongbox, Gilded Stash, and of course Bountiful Coffer. Let's see, what do we get? We get a Soulbreaker Sigil, the thing I bought for 100 coins at 3 item levels higher. Isn't that exciting? Ooh. Yeah, not great loot so far on this character. Well, Hammered's being hammered in the loot department, that's for sure. Unfortunate, but we carry on. We have a portal here, but before I go into the portal, I am going to summon in Kai'Veza so we can get a Delver's Bounty. This is my third delve, and it's the last one I'm going to do on tier 11 this week. So we're just going to summon in Kai'Veza to use the Delver's Bounty in a tier 11 delve. I don't know if it affects it. I don't think it does, but better safe than sorry. Since I'm already here, I may as well do it. And then we also have a chance of getting a piece of gear from Kai'Veza, which is always nice. Let's heal the bejesus out of our buddy here, Bran. He is taking quite a beating from her. Just got to make sure we look at these, what are they called? Clones or whatever, as they charge forward. Otherwise, you're going to take a bazillion damage and just... So here are the dagger lines. Dagger lines are avoidable. Very nice. Sometimes you don't see them because of elevation differences. And she's below 50%, so she goes away. So we can grab this. What did we get? We got a... Are you shitting me? A intellect two-hand weapon. If I equip this, I can't use Shield of the Righteous. On Remix, it's a bit different. You get Shine of the Righteous instead of Shield of the Righteous, which still does the exact same thing. But yeah, apparently... the game is just going to troll me with intellect two-handers, so that's really nice. This has happened before on my other Paladin that I played Holy, so that was really, really nice. And I guess we're just going to complete the delve by doing this thing. What the hell did Bran do to these guys? Holy shit. Did you see that? The Nerubian Lord just died. That's a big mob. That's like an elite or whatever. What the hell is going on with this? Dude, Bran's just been popping off and just destroying enemies. I love it. Honestly, it makes my life a lot easier. I don't have to deal with fighting these mobs for super long periods of time. But at the same time, what the hell, Bran? Take it easy. All right, we're going to lay on hands on the Bran. He is currently just chugging HP. Holy crap, he just got his butt hole flossed. All right, well, we're going to avoid pulling these Kobold Task Finder and just get to the end of this delve now. We collect the gold. Then once we collect the gold, we go left, Bountiful, Heavy Trunk. Oh, that gets us all the shards we need, or disc fragments. Oh, we got another Fractured Spark. That's perfect. I did complete one from doing a... shit, I did it wrong. I should have done Nemesis, then Gilded Stash. Whatever. Who gives a shit, man? What do we get? Do we get a useful piece? We get... some pants. Haste Mastery. Not bad at all. Good stats for us. Cool. We have one more delve left to do that is Bountiful, and I think that's the one on Koresh, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And since there's only one left and I know where my Delvabot will take me to, I could just use the Delvabot. That Bountiful delve we are going to do on tier 8, so I think Bran is going to be even more one-shotty than he usually is. Kind of silly that he's doing that much damage, though. All right, tier 8, and let's enter. You know what I just realized? I didn't use the Delver's Bounty on the previous one. Whatever, we're going to use it now. It's not going to make a difference. At least we're going to find out that it's not going to make a difference or something. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get started. What the hell just happened? Seriously? The bomb dispenser did that? Well, whatever, man. I don't even know. I don't care. I'm just happy it's over. I can't tell what exactly happened to that fight because it got split into two. But the boss literally just exploded. I'm not going to say no to that, though. I'm going to say thank you very much for making this nice and quick. Left Bountiful, right Bountiful, Nemesis, and then we have crap covering my screen. We did get another Fractured Spark. Would you look at that? That's perfect. We're going to immediately turn that into a thing. And also we're going to go ahead and track our currency. Where is it? Valor Stones. There we go. And now we have the Bountiful Coffer where we got gloves. Look at that. That's already good. Okay, we got pants and gloves. That's good. That's good. And Hidden Trove. Come on, give me something juicy. New pants. A pant upgrade. Pantaloons galore, apparently. Okay. Let's go ahead and some of the transmog guy fix that and get the heck out of here. Well, that's the 4 delves for today.
One day later.
All right, so we completed a bunch of stuff yesterday. As you can see, we have like a bazillion quests to turn in. Let us go ahead and do so. One thing that I just realized I forgot to do was I did not go back to turn these in over and over again. So I didn't get my upgrade items for the belt. I'm going to do that today because we're going to do more delves. I say today because yes, it's been a day. I finished recording yesterday after doing all the delves. And then I went into a stream. I did a stream for some remix leveling because I like remix. Well, I like playing remix with like YouTube or Netflix in the background or something. Doing it in and of itself while streaming and having nothing else to distract me from how boring it is sometimes is a little bit of a thing, but it's not a big deal. All right, we got one of the caches, which gives us more keys, which is a thing, and it also gives us a veteran ring with crit verse. Not insanely good for us or anything like that, but that'll do, big. That'll do. The World Soul, let's complete that quest as well. Boom, we get something. Is that a shield? That is a shield. Oh boy, okay, we got a shield. Fine, it's whatever. What do we need to do? We need to do the Rukari. We can do the Rukari. For sure. That's just a rep quest. I'm not going to do that because it doesn't give me any gear. What do I want to do? I want to just go and do some more, what are they called? Some more delves today. Get a bit more gear. Also, apparently I'm now War Within Epic and Draconically Epic. I got those achievements. I think I got that when I logged in. No? When did I get that? What did I get that for? I do not understand, but oh well. We did get another Fractured Spark of Starlight, which is always good. More items we can craft. Very, very nice. And we're going to turn in the Titan Disc Fragments as well. Does that give us another? No, it does not give us another Fractured Spark. So we're still stuck on just 2 sparks and 1 fractured. So 2.5 sparks, I guess. Oh, I just realized I don't have in-game sound on. Oh, no. You had to listen to nothing but my voice for a moment. That must have been horrible. I apologize. We are currently at 683 item level. Supposedly 687 is what we can get to because of the gear in our Warband bank, but I will not be using any of that, I don't think. I think I'm just going to focus on doing my delves now, and then we're going to move on. Day 2, delve 1. Let's see what we get. As per usual, we're going to collect the gold first. There do not seem to be any mislaid curiosities in here, so we go left Bountiful Heavy Trunk, right Bountiful Heavy Trunk, Flickering Spoils, Nemesis Strongbox, and then of course Bountiful Coffer for the juicy champion piece. That is going to be a sack of shit. Yes, we seem to have secured a sack of shit. I also just realized that I need to do at least a tier 9 delve so that I get Zaran to show up, but it's okay. I can do it for just one of the delves. I did a tier 8 just now. Well, that was disappointing. I even got it in Warbound Veteran. I kind of don't even want to equip it. I don't want to even save this veteran piece because this trinket is dog shit. Oh well, time for the next delve. And with this thing dead, we should be done with delve number 2 on day number 2. What are we doing? Do I get a parachute? I do get a parachute. I do want to go and grab this stuff here though, because maybe we get one of those things that can summon in Kaiveza. Those are always useful. Seems to me like there's one down here as well. Let's bop and run forward like this. That should be enough to get it. I just realized that with doing that, I no longer have the parachute, so I'm going to have to hoof it back over there to the treasure room, but that's fine. I want to make a little bit of an edit here. So I have tracked buffs right here. I want to put that on top because I feel like I'll notice it more that way. Yeah, that looks a lot better already. I like that. Okay, so we have the Great Vault slot upgraded. Cool. That's wonderful. I didn't kill enough Nemesis Nemesis enemies. I only have like 1 Nemesis enemy kill. We're going to collect all the gold. I don't think there's any mislaid curiosities. At least I don't see them. If there are, oh well. Life sucks and then you die. Then we're going to grab the Flickering Spoils after left and right, of course, the Nemesis Strongbox, and of course Bountiful Coffer last up. I see some kind of ring. The ring is Versatility Mastery. Not exactly great, but it is a champion ring. We're just going to go ahead and equip it for the item level. And Mastery isn't a horrible stat. Versatility, you know, it's always nice to have a bit of versatility. I would prefer haste crit. That's the goal, but we have plenty of haste crit, I feel like. We have 14k crit, 26k haste is kind of crazy actually, but I think that's mostly from the temporal acceleration. So we'll see what we actually have once we leave the delve. Oh, no, wait, no, I won't leave the delve. Please tell me you have the, yes, he does, Twisted Mana Sprite. Look at that. Okay, we're going to grab that and use that instead of the Nethergate, I think. Yeah, probably. Yes, I like that. We're going to grab, do I have enough? I do have enough. Where is it? There it is. Okay, the Nethergate goes bye-bye. And now I'm thinking maybe Nethergate instead of the Soulbreaker Sigil. So I do still have an on use, but then I'm losing just a shit ton of intellect for my trinkets. And this procs haste. I might actually like this better than the Soulbreaker Sigil, because that one does a bit of damage and procs versatility. I don't think I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab this thing because it gives us haste. It's not a big deal. It's just undercoin, so it really doesn't make a difference either way. I'm keeping these two because they're 2 out of 8. I mean, just having them in my inventory at some point has unlocked the ability for me to upgrade these using only what are they called? Valor Stones. So it'll be nice and free. While we have Zaharan's attention, we're gonna go ahead and just vendor all the crap we don't need. Oh, a Shrieking Quartz. So we did get one. Very nice. And now, since both of the delves we need to do are in Ringing Deeps, what we're going to go ahead and do is use the Delvo bot to get to those. I tried to use it for either the last bountiful delve I need to do, or if the last 2 or 3 even are in the same zone, then I go ahead and use it to get to those, rather than using it for the first one I need to get to. And into Sylvanas, very original. Anyway, into the Dread Pit we go. Jesus Christ. Those are freaking crazy. Wait, Algari Delver healer? How do I get Algari Delver? Oh, okay, cause Algar. Okay. Never mind. Anyway, apparently I've done everything as a healer now. Yeah, cool. That's something, I guess. Anyway, left bountiful heavy trunk, right bountiful heavy trunk, flickering spoils. Ooh, a fracture spark. Ooh, I like it. Nemesis strongbox. If I could click it, for some reason I can't. And bountiful coffer. What do we get? we get a weapon. It doesn't have as good stats. Actually, it's kind of the same shit. Crit mastery. May as well get crit mastery instead of crit versatility. There we go. Not too exciting again. Unfortunately, not what we needed. But yeah, anyway. Oh, I'm so stupid, dude. I am beyond stupid. The mind fracturing odium is strength and agility. There's no intellect. Okay, never mind. You know what? We're gonna put the sigil back instead of the odium. That is such a way. I feel so stupid. Whatever, man. If only I knew how to read. Anyway, one more delve is left, and that is the excavation site 9. We're going to turn in the quest over here to get a bit of gold on our way to excavation site 9. And then we're going to be done with delves for today, at least. But we have some crafting to do as well, actually. Turn in the quest real quick while I'm here. Complete. That's a bit of gold right there. And then off we go to excavation site 9. I literally just started the delve and the flicker gate was right in front of us, and we're gonna get this ethereal gate. This is freaking perfect. This is gonna be a quick one. There we go. We're already done with it. We cleared this out in like a minute, not even. It was great. I say we, like me and Brand. Anyway, this was great. It was the fastest delve I've ever done, I think. Let's collect all the gold, and then we're going to go left bountiful heavy trunk. Hold on. As long as Brand doesn't get in the way, I can collect these quite easily. Oh, another fractured spark. I'm getting very lucky on the sparks. Flickering spoils. Nemesis strong box. It's a very strong box. Super strong. Bench is like 540. I don't even know what that means. Chest piece. Nice. Actually a good upgrade for once. With crit haste. Oh, Jose. Very Jose. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that, in fact. 684 item level has been reached, and we're going to leave the delve. That is awesome. I'm super happy with that. We've also now done 8 delves, so if we do go to a reset with this character, we can just get, whatchamacallits, hero pieces from all that, which is going to be nice. And you know what else I forgot to do again? I forgot to do the stupid upgrade quest. I kept, like, just going from delve to delve to delve, and I didn't do the upgrade quest. I might... Damn it. I might need to do some tier 1 delves or something just to get that done. That is a little bit irritating, but oh well. What we're going to do is we're going to Hearthstone out, back to Dornogal, and just kind of deal with it. It's not a big deal. I really didn't feel like doing more delves now, but I'm going to have to. All right, let's get this upgrade and then accept the next quest for the upgrade. That's great. Also, I did Rookery, like I queued up for a normal dungeon while I was doing stuff just to get that done so I can get myself Koresh commendation thingy, which will give me some more stuff. By more stuff, I mean, huh? I'm level 20 with it? When did I get to 20 with it? Frick, yeah, I mean, that's awesome. We're actually going to be able to get ourselves another enchanted runed ethereal crest from that. If we just go over and turn in the quest, I'm going to go do that right now. Right meow. That's actually really awesome because that gives us 2 pieces that we can craft right off the bat with Enchanted Rune Ethereal Crest, which is 704 item level. I guess 707 if we grab the Ethereal Crest thing. Well, no, sorry, no, the Runed Crest thing. We have quite a few Runed Crests, so I might just bump up the item level of those crafted pieces by using those Runed Crests. That would be awesome, because then I get a really good weapon and shield. That's the goal here. There it is. Look at that. Holy shit. That's awesome. Let's spend some of these Valor Stones as well on the Fractured Spark of Starlight. That's going to be 3 pieces I can craft. Holy shit. Okay, nice. This character is going to be decked out. Any pieces that I'm missing right now? Well, I guess helmet and shoulder I'm not going to be crafting, I don't think. And that also has just alerted me to the fact that I cannot get force set right off the bat, which is kind of the plan. That's unfortunate, but hopefully we get a helmet or a shoulder piece early on in our M+ journey so we can get ourselves the force set. That would be really, really nice. I would be very happy about that. Which story is it in this one? Smash and Jab? I think that's the one where we have to just beat the shit out of a bunch of them. Doing that on tier 1 sounds like it's pretty quick, so we're gonna head over there. We're gonna do that at tier 1 just so we can get the completion on this thing. Keep having to go back to Dornogal just to do that. Good thing humans have 2 Hearthstone charges. Hold on just 1 minute. 8 to 11 gives us some more Runed Ethereal Crests. What I'm thinking about right now is to maybe squeeze out a 3rd Runed Ethereal Crest craft without the augment thing. So I think I get like at least 3, right? Yeah, let's do a tier 8 delve. Let's do a tier 8 delve just to get some more Runed Crests. Hold on. I can't see how many I can get. So I'm looking at the rewards and I just cannot see how many I get. I guess we're going to find out. We're going to do a tier 8 delve, and I think at least 3 is what I'm supposed to get, so I can get appropriate rewards for my time spent, so I can get myself more Runed Ethereal Crests. So the goal is to get to 60, because that way I can spend 45 on another Enchanted Runed Ethereal Crest to keep crafted items relevant for longer, and I can spend another 15 on upgrading an item that I already have. I'm also confused. Why do I only have 25 Gilded Ethereal Crests? I guess it does matter which tier you do your Delver's Bounty on. Ah, man. I messed up a bunch of stuff, man. I'm not happy about that. Oh well, let's go kick some ass.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, that was really, really quick. I don't know, mobs just explode. I use this and they just go away. Like, I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of things that have just been instantly exploding. So we got 2 Runed Ethereal Crests from that. That is very disappointing. But we got another 3 from the Nemesis Strongbox. So we got 5 total, which is more than enough for what I need. Now I do need to go back to Dornogal to turn in this quest, but I'm thinking, why am I farming delves for loot? I can just go do M+. I'm a healer. I'll get invited. I don't have to stress about these things. Never did upgrade my belt. Hold on, let me do one upgrade on the belt. I haven't enchanted anything yet, which I guess makes sense considering I'm going to be replacing a few pieces with crafting and stuff, so enchanting them makes little sense, doesn't it? All right, 1 more delve is what I need, and then I have a 701 item level belt. Even if its stats are reduced, I do not care. Item level is king. It's better than having an adventurer belt or having to craft one or something when I can craft other pieces that I need. Considering how quick the tier 8 delve was, I'm just going to go ahead and do another tier 8 delve. I'm going to go do the same thing again because that extra action button just blows things up apparently for some reason. May as well do that then. And I think if I do a tier 11 delve, I'll get even more Runed Ethereal Crests from the bountiful chest, or not the bountiful, but the trunk or whatever that you get at the end. So I may as well do those and just get even more Runed Ethereal Crests. I think I don't know, the longest part of the delve is just running through it to get from objective to objective. The fights don't last very long either way. So I may as well do it at tier 11 and get the most bang for my buck, so to speak. Okay, now seriously, this is like a boss level mob, right? Just one button. I don't know, Blizzard. What's going on with that? I don't even care about that chest. Just get me to the treasure room. All right, it's time to find out whether or not we do actually get more for doing a tier 11. Let's grab all the gold, of course. We're going to control click this so that we can see 8. Okay, 8 is a lot more than 2 that we get from a tier 8. So this is significantly better. And a fractured spark, of course. Okay, we're just getting loaded now, and another 3 from this. Okay, that 8 for doing this thing, 8 runed ethereal crests for how quick and easy this a tier 11 delve was is kind of stupid. I'm thinking about just sitting here and let's just say getting a bit of a taste for the runed ethereal quests. I'm not joking. I think I might actually sit here and farm this because this is so stupid easy. You saw, like, I pressed this button and the mob exploded, and oftentimes they will just drop an orb that lets you reset the cooldown on this thing. So you just keep one-shotting them. It's so stupid. I love it. So let me math this out. We have 4 sparks. We need 2 enchanted runed ethereal crests, which would be 90 runed ethereal crests. And then we need 4 more things that are going to upgrade them. Do I want that? Do I really want that? No, I think I'm going to craft 3 things with enchanted runed ethereal crests. So we need 1 more, which is 45, leaving us with 28 runed ethereal crests after we buy the extra enchanted runed ethereal crest. And that means we need another 17. So we need to do this 2 more times, I think. If we do 2 more tier 11 delves, this one specifically, we actually get enough to do all the crafting I want to do right now, which is exciting. This character is going to be really powerful. Anyway, back to grinding, I guess. Okay, for this one, I only managed to do, what was it called? 3 of the 4 enemy groups, but I think the 4th one is just for Delver's Journey, which I have completed in its entirety, so I don't really give a shit. I'm going to go ahead and grab, yeah, look at that. 8 for this. Nice. Another Fractured Spark. Hell yeah. And how many did we get from here? We got 3, so just doing the 3 groups gets you the 3 extra thingies. Just to confirm, we're at 84 runed ethereal crests. We need 6 more, so 1 more run, I think, is what we need. Because again, we're aiming for 1 extra runed ethereal crest, which is 45, and 3 of the upgrade ones, which are like the augmentation matrices, which are 15 each, so that's another 45. So we need 90 total. 1 more quick run of this, and we should be donezo. Oh man, this is awesome, dude. I did not know that it was so buggy right now. I'm as the great guild leaders from Race to World First guilds say, exploit early and often. So before Blizzard nerfs or damage done in these runs, I'm going to go ahead and farm the bejesus out of this. Oh man, this is awesome. It's gonna suck on the next character where this is nerfed probably, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they don't nerf this until I'm done with the mega series and everything else. Ooh, there's a chest here. Oh, watch me get the bomb thing. Now I don't even need the extra action button. I just wait for the bombs to spawn in, and then I just blow everything up like crazy fast. I guess this is the only way to make delves fun, though, is to make you do godlike amounts of damage. Watch this. Boom. Okay, and then for these next guys, we're going to have some football bombs spawn in, I bet. If Brand doesn't just decide to one-shot them as well, because he's been doing that a little bit. He just randomly decides, yeah, you know what? These guys, they get to die. Football bomb, 9 million damage. Okay, so delves can be fun. You just need to be, you know, remix level overpowered. And here we go, the last one. Goodness gracious, that was like turbo quick. I'm barely getting to watch the show I'm watching on the other screen while I do that. And another fractured spark. Are you kidding me, dude? Did they buff the number of sparks you get, like fractured sparks you get from delves? This is crazy good. We got a veteran shoulder piece. That's not horrible, actually. I might keep that, put that down here, because then we can maybe do weathered. Nah, we can't. We need a helmet too, so never mind. But yeah, anyway. Oh, what's this? Sauron? Is this meant to be Sauron from Lord of the Rings? I don't understand why this... Whatever, man. Anyway, cool. We got a pet. I didn't even know you could get that pet from here. So that's something. All right, now we're officially done with delves, so let's focus on crafting. Let us Hearthstone out. We're going to turn in this quest here for the... lovely last upgrade of the belt. Kaboom. There we go. And now it's crafting time. So we have a shit ton of runed ethereal crests. What we're going to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to get another enchanted runed ethereal crest, and then we're going to get 3 of these matrices. Oh, look at that. We're going to have some gear. All right. So 707 item level. That's 3 pieces that are going to be 707 item level. I'm thinking weapon and shield 100% because they give you the most. And then maybe, just maybe, like a ring or maybe necklace. I'm not sure. Wrists don't make sense to me. Cloak obviously doesn't make sense. Wrists, we have champion, like I said. 701 belt here from the delve belt. Boots is an option. Boots might be a thing that we go for. So I think ring, necklace, or boots is the option. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to craft. I'm going to get myself the weapon and shield crafted, and then I think I'm going to craft, actually I think I'm going to craft boots, because my character can craft boots, like the the paladin I have, Tabisa, can craft boots. Okay, cool, let's do it.
One eternity later.
So everything has been crafted, and to boot, what I've also done is I've crafted myself some jewelry. So let's take a look here. We have everything crafted. We have a necklace, 691. We have a ring, 691. 707 item level, shield, weapon, and boots. Now you might be thinking, hey dude, you should get the boots from the raid. But I don't really raid, so here we are. All right, we're going to equip these to replace everything, and now we are at 692 item level. Holy smokes. This character is just decked out now. I gotta quickly fix my transmog real quick. There we go. And holy shit, we are decked out. And that is before I've even started spending any of these crests for upgrades. We have 90 carved ethereal crests. That's 9 upgrades right there. The only issue we have is we can't turn these weathered crests into carved crests, unfortunately, because we do not have a way to get higher item level on our shoulder and helmet, which are our 2 pieces that are holding us back right now. But that doesn't stop us from upgrading things with a carved crest, so let's go do that. Oh, that reminds me, I should probably do this quest as well. Okay, so the Twisted Mana Sprite, we're getting that up to 4 out of 8 right away, because that thing is just amazing. We're going to upgrade our chest piece as well, because chest piece is good. We're going to upgrade the gloves to 4 out of 8, and we're going to upgrade the pants. We can't upgrade, we need rune crests for that, and I'm not going to go farm more rune crests right now, I don't think. We can upgrade this ring, I guess. That would be something. And then the wrists. I wouldn't say no to upgrading wrists. We can only upgrade them once, unfortunately, but that's just how the cookie crumbled. Hold on. Before I upgrade, I think I might need to... Yes, we need to get the weathered crest. That's fine. And we need to transmute crests, which I don't know if I can even do. Oh, no, we got 15 carved crests for accepting the quest. And then we can just... Okay, there we go. Yeah, that works. That works. And let's... turn that in, and then we're good. Nice. So we have the same amount of runed or carved crests that we had before, which is 10, and we have, I guess, a few more weathered ethereal crests or whatever. But that quest is now completed with Vaskarn. What did I want to do? I wanted to, I guess, upgrade my wrists, which is the only thing I can really upgrade carved crests anymore. I could upgrade this trinket, but I really don't care about this trinket. And these wrists we may as well keep for a while. So we're going to just bump that up by 1 rank of item levels, whatever, to 2 out of 8 champion. All right, 694 item level. Technically 695 apparently if I equip things from my warband bank, but I don't think I need to do that. Oh my goodness, this character is just decked out. I was thinking this character wasn't going to have as much gear as the other characters I've been making and getting to, like, doing these sort of all tanks, all 10s, and all healers, all 10s challenges. But it looks like we're just still as decked out as it gets. This is crazy. But friends, I don't think, I've done a million things so far in recording. I don't think this episode's going to have any M+ in it. I think I'm going to do that in episode 2. This is just the gearing episode, I guess. So you guys see the full gearing process of a new character. I do still have... I have a couple of restored coffer keys. I have a bit of undercoin. I could go and do more bountiful coffers tomorrow. Bountiful delves to potentially get a shoulder and a headpiece, but I'll do that as part of the next episode of the series for the Holy Paladin, because I just I want to do M+, and then I'll worry about anything else at that point. Anyway, I'm yapping. That's what I do. I'm going to stop now, and thank you for watching this one. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, make sure you subscribe, because there's more episodes coming where we actually do M+, as the series implies. We have a very decked out healer for the key levels that we're going to do. We have basically enough item level to just jump into 10s and do them, but we are missing tier sets, so we're going to have to get one of these pieces before we jump into 10s, I think. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.